are here live at Newcastle Fright Fest, and it is absolutely buzzing. We've got some wonderful vendors with some nerdy stuff. I've already spent my month's wages here already. We're going to be interviewing some wonderful people who have brought all of their nerdy stuff for people to see. We're doing a live podcast at 12 o'clock, so come down, say hello, and take part in this wonderful, wonderful adventure that is nerdism. We are standing in front of this wonderful Echo 1 Cadillac vehicle from Ghostbusters. So, firstly, tell me, how much of a fan are you of Ghostbusters?
Oh, massive fan. Just love it. Obviously I was born when it came out, but just growing up with repeats and things like that, it's just something that it ages very well, I think.
And how are you feeling about the festival? What kind of vibe is it?
It's been really great for me just to hang out and meet people.
Everything's sort of open access as well, so people can just come and get pictures. So it's just a really friendly environment.
Yeah.
Are you horror movie fans yourselves?
Oh, I am, yeah.
So what would you say your favourite horror movie is?
I'm going to say The Evil Dead.
The Evil Dead, the first one.
I mean, you can't be a bit of horror comedy, can you, really?
You can't, no. We'll be talking about A Nightmare on Elm Street later on the podcast. Are you a fan of that?
Of course, yeah. Who isn't?
He isn't.
Okay, so this is one of the most amazing costumes I've ever seen. Talk me through it.
Basically, it started off with you go down to B&Q or wherever, and you've got those £10 foam mats. The basic was just all started with those, and then you just slowly build it up and up and up. Most of it is made out of foam. Select pieces like the sword and some of the embellishments I modelled and 3D printed. The rest, well, it's mainly painted with yellow hammerite, so that was great.
And how heavy is it? How easily can you move?
I've no idea how heavy it is, but it's pretty darn heavy.
There we are with Simon Donald, him off the Viz. Hi, Simon.
Hiya, how are you doing?
So you're famously the co-creator of Viz with your brother, is that correct?
Yeah, me and my brother Chris began sort of doing a little comic with swearing in. 10th of December 79, we started to sell our comic, and we sold out the entire print run on the first night. It was only 150 copies, but it was pretty good going, and then we just kind of built the whole thing up from there, you know.
And I think, is it right, at one point you were sort of the third biggest selling magazine behind the Radio and TV Times?
Yeah, I mean, we absolutely massive at one point. We overtook Private Eye in 86 or 87, and we overtook Punch around about the same time. That was really significant because they were both historically very important magazines in British culture, you know.
I know there's a famous picture of David Bowie sat reading at Viz. I know you're a music fan, so what was it like to see sort of somebody like that reading with your magazines?
It's remarkable actually how many times over the years people have told us that people who we idolised had actually been fans of our work, and it's not really anything that you ever get over. That it's marvellous. I mean, Bowie's obviously a really big one, and he was a huge fan of Viz as well, a huge fan of humour generally. The first words Mick Jones out of The Clash ever said to me, he opened a toilet door in a club. I was going in and he was coming out, and he opened the door and he saw my face and he went, "Paul Wicker, the tall vicar." Like that. And I was absolutely blown away, you know. And that kind of stuff's happened a lot.
So we're here with Lisa, who is a wonderful, wonderful comic artist. Lisa, tell me about your work.
So I used to be a scientist, but I decided art is way more fun, and it's been the best decision of my life.
So show me some of the things that you've been working on today.
So I've got lovely people, cosplayers, and everyone coming up and asking for a little comic of like themselves, and then we whipped them out in 20 minutes or so, and they can bring it home as a souvenir.
I'm here with Michael, who is one of the organisers of the event. Are you having a good day so far?
Yes, very good, very busy. Yeah,
it's very exciting to see so many people here and all these things here. And you also have is it the Nerd Arcade?
Yeah, we've got about 30 odd arcade machines, all set to free play.
The thing I noticed when I went into the shop was loads of kids there. Is it interesting to see children who haven't grown up with these games seeing them for the first time?
That's actually a really good question, because you get a lot of kids coming in, and I'm amazed at how much they actually know about the old retro games. Some of them know more about them than me. And I asked them, how do you know this? How do you know these sort of things? And it's all, again, it all from YouTube.
There's some amazing costumes around. Any particular favourites of those?
I think there is a Bumblebee costume knocking about. That's really good. Yeah, big high Bumblebee.
All right, it's lovely talking to you, and have a great day.